So me and my friend Ella want to talk about our FNF theory, and we feel like this explains pretty much everything from week 1 to 7, and some of the mods, I would say.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm Ella, and like Logan already explained, that's what we're doing today. What would you like to start with, Logan? Like, do you want to talk about?
I would say first, like, you guys have probably heard this theory about a billion times, but like the most popular theory goes, one thing probably everyone's heard the theory about Pika was sent to assassinate BF by Daddy Dewis, and that's kind of what we're using as a base for this. So kind of just keep that in mind while listening to this theory.
Yeah.
So I feel like the biggest part of this theory that we should mention is we believe that fighting pretty much doesn't exist. Regular fighting, the way we have it like here in real life doesn't exist, but because think about it. If Daddy Dewis could, do you think he would just have a rap competition with BF? He would most likely punch a dent in BF's face if he could.
Right. So we think that rap battling is used as fighting. Because keep in mind, in Friday Night Funkin', if you die, your character freezes up and it hits the retry button. So we think that's literally...
pretty much BF gets killed when he loses a rap battle. So that would explain how it's like the equivalent of fighting in this universe. And you'll probably say you're probably thinking, then how come GF literally gets held to a gunpoint by Tank Man, and she's about to get shot, and also Pika could kill all those Tank Man goons. Well, our theory has an explanation for that too.
And we'll get to that in a second, but first we got to explain... Wait, no, we already did.
Yeah,
so moving on to 2.
So our explanation for this bit that usually would completely destroy our theory is notice one thing about Tank Man. He's not from FNF. He's a collab character with Newground. So he isn't from this universe. So he doesn't have to apply to the rules of this universe where rapping is fighting.
Mm-hmm. And if that's not good enough for you, maybe he doesn't apply to the rules because he's in a full-on freaking war. So they have to use guns. So that's why GF is held at a gunpoint. If you believe in that theory or Logan's theory. You can believe in anyone. We don't mind. But
either it doesn't really change the overall theory, and before you playing that, oh, Pico, what about Pico? If you didn't already know, Pico is a character from the 1999 Flash game Pico School and all the games that followed it. Now we wouldn't recommend playing these because they're very bloody
boring.
and gory, but you can search it. But if you really feel like seeing if that's true, you can Google it. It is a fact. So that explains that play and now I feel like here's the only at all leap in logic we've done.
mm-hmm.
you're probably thinking, oh, if GF is part of this universe, and she was about to start fighting. We don't know that. All we see is her eye turn red, and that could be her using her demon powers to call in Pico to save them, because she knows that Pico is actually capable of fighting, because he's not from this universe.
Unlike her.
And if you and the reason that Pico did, and also if you haven't heard the theory about Pico, you're probably thinking if Daddy Dearest sent Pico to assassinate BF, and he totally could, that can be disproved too, because in that theory, people consider it most likely that they have a past, either just as buddies or that they're shipped together, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah. I also have a theory. So I saw this on another video and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So this video, I will try to find it and link it in the, excuse me. I will send it to Logan and he will link it in the description down below. But I will try my hardest to find it. So basically, Pico I just got the call from Daddy Dearest that he's like, alright, assassinate boyfriend, easy, go, now, you get easy money. And Pico's like, cool, alright. And he's about to shoot boyfriend, and then he realizes that that was the kid who was his friend, his like childhood best friend. And he had like a little flashback where no kid could play with Pico. And then BF was just like, Ayo, random child, you have nobody to play with, I play with you. So he's like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, let's have a duel. And so then they became best buddies.
But, and also, before you say that's a stretch that nobody would want to play to Pico, in the games he acts like a total brat and he walks around with a gun. You can see why most people wouldn't want to hang out with that kid.
Yeah, but when he was a kid, he only had a squirt gun in that one, so that's why he was fine. But I also have a theory about that one too, but it's about Pico's school. It's short, so since it was so gory and violent there, he had to carry a gun to stay safe. So he doesn't feel safe about his gun anymore. That's why he carries it around.
Everyone, I was too lazy to actually set up something for you guys to look at, but I just want to say, for the first bit of this video, we missed out a few crucial parts of our theory, like for example, the skid and pump bit, which I feel like is which is just more backup. So you're probably thinking, oh, skid and pump, they didn't kill BF. What's that about? Well, stupid. They're small kids, even though they have the ability to harm BF, and he couldn't defend himself besides beep boop pop. They have no reason to, so they just have a friendly rap battle. But then, when Lemon Demon realizes what was happening, and he has to try and do something himself with rapping. And also, if you guys didn't know, the whole Daddy Dearest thing is not just a theory. It's actually proven because Phantom Arcade talked about it in one of his streams. I'm not gonna send a link, go find it yourself.